What you got there, Jesse?
Couple of little emperor.
Show me.
Little spangled emperor.
Hey, my shoes are in the boat. Don't you do a thing until my shoes are out of the boat.
Oh. They would have been Birkenstanks.
Ew.
If you're traveling alone, come with me. Pack your bags, leave a note, and we'll be free. Is this reverie? I can see the woman of my dreams. This here traveling road, all I need is you and I need is me.
Right. Look at this. Beautiful day. Jesse's been inside all day.
Editing like a bloody ridiculous man. We got solar power coming in like the wazoo though, so try and do all the things in the day. But it's time for that to stop for today.
Yeah, we're gonna go walk up that hill. Right there.
But first.
I need you now, like I did before. 'Cause all the paintings are falling off the walls. In the empty house, with unlocked doors, and all the cracks running through the floor. Pace around, I'm always up and down. She's in and out. She'll come around if I walk it off.
If you're here and I'm here, who's driving the boat?
Hey, we're gonna go. We're in Kudo Bay, and you can tell by the swell that we've got a southwest front coming. You can also tell by the predicament forecast that the swell's a pretty good indicator as well. So we're gonna duck around the corner to an island which I will overlay on the video you see now. We're gonna duck around the corner and go in there, and there's a really nice little anchorage in between some coral and stuff, but it's a good southwest anchorage. So.
Just coming into our new anchorage for the night. I'm on reef duty. So you can see there's that next to us there. Safety officer Jesse has decided that it is too squeezy. The reef is too close. We can't safely allow for swing room. So we're going to do a tight little U-turn and go back out and anchor somewhere else.
The next morning, the southwesterly filled in at around 20 to 30 knots, but it was still a beautiful day to explore the island.
That fear, it's lost on me. Try to change the wind and feel complete. With a pen, I'll write the same.
So, Jesse's in need of a haircut. So I brought all of the clippers and everything to the beach so that we don't get all the hair all over Sprout. And see how it turns out.
On a quiet street, 'cause the midday sun drift off to sleep. At home, feel at home. At home, feel at
The next day, after a quick swim, we decided to move Sprout to a new anchorage in Vow Bay. Might put a jib up, I reckon. Roll it out.
We don't really know where we're going, but we're going to go explore the main city of Val on Ile de Palm.
Let's just decide on a name we're going to call it. I think Val.
Val? Alright, fine. So we're just walking up the road. Put the dinghy down there. There's cows a mooing. And we'll see what we find.
Wind is a blowing, cows are a mooing. So I've come upon some information. So Val, the actual village, was established as like a segregated Catholic community after the French had tried, after the Presbyterian English had tried to convert a whole heap of islanders with no success. About 10 years later, the French Catholic missionaries landed in Gadji, which is in the northern side of Ile de Palm. And at that time they were experiencing more and more encounters with Westerners, which was basically killing them all because they were all being exposed to all of our Western diseases. So the population was in a bad state, and where the Catholics landed in the north of Ile de Palm was where all the high chiefdom was. And they'd ruled Ile de Palm since the early 17th century. So they sort of worked out that they could build a new little village here, and they built a massive church, which is behind me, which they extended later because the Catholics bloody did what they normally do and converted everyone. And then they built a presbytery, they built a girls' school and a boys' school, which is behind us, and that's now the primary school and the high school. They built like bread ovens, lean-tos, workshops, all sorts of stuff. There's a bridge behind us as well. So yeah, and they all just congregated and built this new community called Val. So yeah.
Good morning, New Caledonia. It's 5:30. Today we've got a date with the local market. So that kicks off at 6:30. So we've got to leave the boat at about 6, and then we're going to dinghy over to the beach, walk a couple k's, get to the market, and get some food and
Just pulled CP up. And we're just waiting for our friends off Jam.
We met Murray and Carol at Bross Island a few days ago. They are full-time cruisers from Auckland, New Zealand. Jams, their yacht, is an aluminium Van der Start Samoa built in Mooloolaba, Australia. We were fast friends and buddy boats for our time in Ile de Palm. Merci.
You happy?
Oh yeah. Deux. He's getting trois. It's all good. The markets here were small, but there was plenty of fruit and veg for the next week or so. What to say? The wind has, well, let's start with the atmospheric conditions. The high has done its normal thing and progressed from the eastern Coral Sea under New Caledonia to the east, and so the wind's gone from the southwest to the south to the south-southeast to the east, and now it's northeast. So it's a nice easy progression, easy to keep track of and easy to plan where you're going to be anchoring in like 2 or 3 days. Because it's northeast, we're going to go into a little bay called Kanumera, which is bloody amazing. We walked past it the other day, probably about a week ago actually, and it's like, looks kind of like Thailand, like all undercut rocks, and yeah, it's bloody one of the most beautiful anchorages I think I've ever seen. So that'll be good, and it's nice and protected from the the northern winds. So that's sort of the plan for today. Just hang out here. I think we're going to walk up the mountain again this afternoon.
Really?
Maybe. We'll see. And then in the next couple of days we're going to work our way up to Gadgie, which is apparently one of the top spots in New Caledonia. So that is what's going on. Probably 5 minutes away from anchoring, and I reckon it's probably second breakfast time.
Second breakfast.
Second breakfast.
Love is all I'll ever need.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell if you want to see more.
Oh man, what is wrong with your voice when you do that? What? This is you, okay? Hey guys!
Mate, not as bad as you this morning.
No, that's you. Hey guys, if you liked our video, click subscribe. We hope you liked the video.
And you say my voice goes retarded.